Hello, name's Adam, welcome to the channel, and welcome to today's video. Alright, we're back in The Sims with our Holiday House Build Challenge, and today we're going to be working on a house for the month of December. Honestly, this is kind of a bit of a bittersweet video to be recording, because this is it. This is our final house, our final build for this challenge. Whew, we come a long way. Number 12. Yikes. If you had asked me when I first started recording sim videos if I ever thought I was going to be making this many houses, I probably would have said no, because I can't build. My first house was a bit of a disaster. I think it was just a square and a weird roof. Alright, for the month of December, we're going to be leaning more into the Christmassy side of things, you know, the festive Christmas season. And by that I mean, we're going to be making a Christmas tree shaped house. Now, yeah, I celebrate Christmas, but I know not everyone does. So maybe this could just be a giant pine tree house that just happens to be decorated. I don't know. I'm sorry. Anyway, and we're gonna be building this Christmas tree shaped house right next to our turkey build. So let's get started. Oh, also, I almost forgot. The format for this video will be the same as last month. Again, I build faster and more efficiently when I record myself building a house, you know, quietly, not so much focusing on the commentary, but, you know, just focusing on the build, because this was a bit of a complicated build. I kind of like the format anyway, so without further ado, let's just jump into it. Alright, and here we are, starting our Christmas tree build. And I actually did a bit of a pre-build, so to speak. Here's a picture of it here. Because I wasn't really quite sure how to go about this, and I was like, can I even do this? Because that's another thing too. I would start recording, I'm like, ugh, I can't remember what it was, but like I tried to build something for like one of the months, and I was like, okay, let's start recording, and you know, we'll just build it, we'll figure it out. I couldn't do it. So I ever since then, I started doing a bit of test builds just to see if I can, like, you know, if I could do it, or else I would just be there, you know, wasting my time and recording me fumbling around and just end up having to throw the whole thing out. I think I even like messed up like so bad that I couldn't even record for that day. Because like I had to do a bunch of test builds and everything just to see if I could do it. I can't remember, what build was that? It was one of them. I can't remember which one it was though. But anyway. Alright, so here's the basis for our tree house. It kind of looked like a bit of a wedding cake, honestly. But the roofing is what I think is going to give it the texture for, like, you know, like the branches, you know, the stereotypical Christmas tree sort of shape where it's like triangles. That's kind of what I was going for. So I was like, okay, we'll just add a bunch of roofs and, you know, kind of work our way with it. Kind of work out the shape with that. And let me tell you something. This is the recording you're watching now is actually the third time I've made this house. And this is actually the second time I've recorded myself building it. Because the first time I was like, all right, I'm all ready. Let's just start building it. I did the test build. It came out pretty good. So, you know, I kind of have an idea what I'm doing. I didn't have an idea what I was doing. I actually did the first recording a week after I made the test build, so I completely forgot everything that I did. I was like, why does this look bad? not that the end build is like a masterpiece, but like I was like, why did this not come out right? So I basically I had saved the test build on my library, and so I had to download it and kind of, you know, dissect it, deconstruct it, rebuild it, reverse engineer it, so to speak. And I was like, oh, that's how I did that. So after I did that, I deleted it and then started rebuilding this one that you're watching now. I hope that wasn't confusing, because I feel like I got lost explaining myself there. But anyway, it's just a little bit of this was really just a lot of fumbling around with like roofs. Honestly, that's really the majority of this build. It was kind of hard to... No, actually, it was pretty easy, because I was like, okay, you know what? The rough shape of the house, which is the what is that, octagon? Pentagon? I don't even remember what I put down there. Yeah, octagons. I had to count it. That's like the rough shape of the house. And then I decided, 'cause in the test build, I didn't add the roofing there, like on the sides, on the bottom half of the house. So I'm just kind of going around, just adding the roofing in there, and I felt like it gives the tree more shape, you know. And I had to put this block that you're seeing here that I'm kind of like moving around, this column here. I had to put the roof on because it wouldn't connect to the side of the house without it. See how that one was just connected there? It wouldn't do that, so like I had to like put a block down. Basically, what you're watching right now, me fumbling around trying to get it to connect to the stupid house. That's, uh, like I said, this build was mostly just fumbling with roofs. But like I was saying, I wasn't really quite sure how to go about making this house per se, cause like I wasn't really sure what shape to go with. So I was like, I thought maybe like a Santa, like you know the legs and kind of like the turkey, but like a Santa, so to speak. But I was like, no, I don't think that's gonna work, and I just decided, you know, let's just do a Christmas tree. I think I can do that, and this is basically what you're seeing now. And now we jump cut to when the tree finally ascends to its final form. Wow! Because the roof fumbling bit went on a bit too long. And now it's time for a quick paint job, just to go around and make sure everything is nice and green. Evergreen! I cracked myself and only myself up. I added the edging because I did not like the white on basically the molding on the roofing. I had to go around and do all that, and then I had to go back and then paint the sides, as you can see here. That was annoying because it's like kind of getting in between like the roofs and you know, like all the little crevices and everything. I was like, oh my god. But I think it was worth it in the end. And then I'm kind of just, again, a lot of this is just fumbling with roof, so I'm kind of just going around making some final adjustments, but you can basically see the rough shape here. Okay, and then here I'm kind of like figuring out what I could put like on the top of the tree for like a star. And I was like, you know, we'll just put this weird gothic spire thing. And then I was like, oh, you know what? We could put these windows. They could be like the ornaments on the tree. And so I kind of just started going around, and as you can see, I'm like kind of adjusting it, kind of doing the Disneyland perspective trick where like you put the smaller ones on the top and the big ones on the bottom kind of thing. Forced perspective, basically. But yeah, I was like, yeah, this kind of works. I wanted something because oh yeah, and then I tried to like, I was like, you know what about if we turn the molding red for like garland? But I didn't like the way it looked. It looked weird how it was like kind of like, you know, draping off the tree like that. I was like, nah. And but I also, oh yeah, and then I didn't like the way the windows looked. And then I found these weird ball thingies. And so I was like, oh wait, you know, we can add like these things instead. And it's kind of hard because like you gotta find out. You see like the grid. You kind of gotta find that to stick them on top of. But because the way the roofing is, you're not gonna see the bottom half of it. See, it kind of like obscures the bottom half, so you kind of just see the balls. But you gotta find like the grid where it's at, and as you can see, some of them are kind of sticking out, so I had to go around and kind of just readjust them and all that, like that. See, now it kind of looks like a bit, you know. Now it kind of just looks like a bunch of ornaments on the tree. And I thought, okay, you know what, this roof thing, yeah, it works good as like an ornament, but you know what would really work good? The ball. That's right. You thought it was just a dumb reoccurring joke throughout the series. No, it was foreshadowing. Foreshadowing for its greatest moment, which is now on our Christmas tree shaped house. Just kidding, no, I just saw red balls and I thought, hey, let's just use that, yeah. And they light up too. Bonus. And then I try to add like, see if I could add some wreaths or, you know, just some other things onto it. Didn't really work out. Oh, and then I got this, I was like, you know what, I kind of want the star to light up. So we'll do this. And then we'll, it will kind of light it up a bit. So you got that going too. And then again, kind of just going around, adding some more adjustments. Trying to add a little bit more flourishes to it, just to make it look Christmassy. And there it is, our Christmas tree shaped house. Alright, and with the speed build footage completed, here is our Christmas tree shaped house in its finished glory. And here is the lovely Sim who will be living in this house. Where the heck is she at? Let's see if I can find her. Oh my gosh. There she is. Okay, jeez, took her forever. Again, as always, these Sims are randomly generated. However, for this one, like the 4th of July one, I did make a few adjustments, as you can tell. The Christmas sweater, the pants, the slippers. I wanted her to be cozy, you know, tis the season to be cozy. And then she's got the little festive Santa hat for good measure. I hate the sweater though, because I keep thinking I put a choker with bows on her neck. I'm like, what's on her neck? I'm like, oh, it's a sweater. It's weird to me. And for this lucky Sim's name, who gets to live in this gorgeous Christmas tree shaped house, I try to think of different names of what to go with. I thought going full Hallmark Christmas movie and calling her like Holly Day or something like that. You know, something like cheesy like that. But then I was like, nah, you know what? That's too easy. And then I was like, what about like Noel? I was like, no, again, that's too easy. That's too Christmassy movie. And then I came up with Christy Mass. Now at first I didn't like the name because I was like, yeah, it's a pun, but it's a little too easy. But then I thought Christy Mass, and then I couldn't stop laughing. I think this just shows how mature I am. So her name is Christy Mass. Alright. Now that the build is complete, let me give you a tour and show you how functional it is as a living space. Alright, so you start out here in the tree trunk. And again, we got a giant ladder, which I hate. I hate the idea of climbing. At first, I kind of thought, okay, since we're like in a tree, maybe we should go for like a log cabin theme, you know, because like log cabins are made out of pine trees or, you know, just trees. And this is a giant log, so yeah, let's put log cabin. I don't know who that is, by the way. Goth. Alexander Goth. Oh, that's the Nightmare Before Christmas.
What's this? What's this?
Alright, so basically for the color scheme for this house, I obviously wanted to go for like a red, green, and gold, you know, Christmassy colors. But I wasn't really quite sure on the theme. But for some reason, probably because we're in a giant tree, I thought, what about if we do like a log cabin kind of theme? Because that's kind of like a thing too, you know, for like Christmassy time, wintry time, you know, like plaids, log cabin, woodsy type kind of vibe going on. So I thought, okay, maybe we should make this like a Christmas log cabin, a Christmas cabin basically. So that's kind of like where I was going with here, where I put these log tree walls here. We were going to go for like a log cabin theme, but then I saw this floor and I was like, ooh, that looks kind of cozy. Let's put that there. And then I'm not really sure. As you're going to see later, the theme, well, the vibe kind of went off, but it's still Christmassy, so I think that's important enough. We got a little snowman here greeting you. This candlestick because, I don't know, Christmas, candles. I don't know, let's move on. Alright, so here's the main living space. And it really does feel nice, warm, and cozy in here. Here we got the Christmas tree. It's taking center stage. I had to make I was like, you know what? Regardless of how functional the house is, we gotta have like a Christmas tree space, you know? Like it's kind of gotta have its own little area. So that's why I think this was like one of the first things I put down. Before, you know, dividing up the house and figuring out how to make it functional and adding rooms, but it worked out, so it's fine. I just put these pictures here, you know, because kind of make it feel homey. There's a little chair here, because, like, growing up, you know, we would go to my grandparents' house, and then someone would sit down next to the tree and pass out the presents to everyone, so that's kind of like a little bit of a tradition there, you know, carrying on through this build. I was gonna say we didn't have this many presents, but actually we did, but only because we had like a big family, and like it wasn't like everyone got like a bunch. It was like everyone got like one, you know. So it's kind of like we had this many presents, but everyone got like one. Hey, what happened to the rug here? I put a rug down here. Okay, well anyway, the rug's gone. It was like a rug like this, but like the round one. Anyway, okay, so basically, like I said earlier, it started out as like a log cabin theme, right? So like I put this floor here, I put this rug here, I put this because I was like, yeah, the trunk, you know, kind of vintagey, collective cabin-y. But then I put this wall down. I was like, I really like that wall. Because I think at first it kind of matched the tree trunk area, with the log cabin wall. But then I found this wall and I was like, yeah, I really like that. And then I had like the log couch and everything. I was like, yeah, I really like that wall. We gotta change everything. So everything kind of got changed around. Here's a nice little area with a fireplace. Oh, okay. Another thing too I've noticed is that my camera work is kind of sloppy in The Sims. It's always going. I don't know if like other sim YouTubers use like a mod or they're just better at their camera work than me, but I've noticed that my camera work is like everywhere, and I'm sorry for that. Back to the build though. Okay, so here's a cozy little fireplace area here. Just snuggle up with the fire roaring. It's on these chairs here. Got a little bookshelf. I almost did like the bookshelf side to side, but then I remember I did that with the turkey build, so we're not doing that. And then here is like a. Remember when I said that this build kind of went a little. The vibe kind of went a little everywhere. Well, this is giving me kind of like mid-century modern 50s, 60s maybe kitchen. I'm not really sure what kind of kitchen this is, but it was red and the theme was red. The thing is that I actually didn't want to add too much green since like the outside of the house is, a tree. It's green. But as I do the tour around here, I realize this is a lot of red. Maybe we should cut back on the red too and add a little bit more gold. Oh wow. Anyway, here's the kitchen here. It's very tiny, very cramped. I wanted to make sure they had enough cabinet space because as you can see, we're a little tight on cabinet space. I think this is good enough. This is a single person home. You're not going to be able to fit 2 people in this house. Maybe you could fit 2 people in this house, but I think that's like the limit, which you're going to see the reason why right now. Alright, so you came up the ladder here, then you go up here, and this is the bedroom bathroom area. Oop. Tear it. Oop. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay. This is the bedroom bathroom area of the house. It is very tight and very cramped. But the bathroom looks nice. At least we got that. As you can see here, you can't even see inside the thing with the walls up. I gotta tear them down. But the bathroom, okay, at least the bathroom's not too much of a closet, okay? It looks like a functional, regular, normal bathroom. You got your towel rack, your toilet paper roll here. You got your mirror, It's got what you need, alright? It's gonna get the job done, alright? And you can get the job done in it. I'm sorry. We got a little Christmas storage box here with all the decorations. The very tiny bedroom. I tried to fit a double in here. It would not fit at all. And so I was like, alright, this is a single person home. Granted, I guess I could have used my space better down here. Maybe I could have made a bedroom here, squished a bathroom, and then put the tree, make this like a dedicated tree room. But no, I didn't do that. And your nightstand's in this weird little cove area here. But it's functional. You just gotta, like climb onto the bed and reach over. And your little nutcracker friend will watch over you while you sleep. Now, like I said, maybe I should have put the bedroom down here. Maybe I could do like a studio type thing going on. Maybe put the bedroom here, put a bathroom here, and then this could have been maybe like a dedicated Christmas tree room with like a fireplace and stuff. But the thing is, we already got a room like that up here. I forgot how big I made. I forgot how big this tree was. This room cannot be accessed at all. If I were to put a ladder because originally I was actually going to put like an office up there, but there was like no room for the ladder. Like, cause it had to be in this general area here because I think it's only like 4x4 or something like that. It's a very, very tiny room. See, like the ladder had to be like in one of these squares, but then it basically would have ruined the function of this already very tiny and cramped area. And then like I couldn't add anything. Cause like I thought, okay, for the bathroom maybe we could like extend in here, but then it would have came out through the roofing here. Cause I tried it, and it was just like a wall jolting out. I was like, okay, that's not gonna work. So yeah, this room is inaccessible, but you probably don't want to go up there anyway. It's probably like full of Christmas spiders and Ghost of Christmas Past and junk like that, you know? Yeah, you don't want to go up there. There. I kind of wanted to just add like a little thing on the bottom, just to kind of give it a little something something, but it would have gotten in the way of me building it. Oh, how weird, it disappears when you go over here. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I think that's a bad glitch. Oh, I think I'm in her view. Oh, shoot, what did I do? Okay, whoops, I think I jumped to the sim view. Oh, that was very disorienting and weird. I forgot you could do that. Oh yeah, and then of course, I put the little snowman here to greet you, and I remembered about the mailbox. Yes. Alright, and here is our Christmas tree house for the month of December. Alright, I think this actually came out pretty good. There's some things I would like to kind of adjust, maybe do better, but like with the limitations of The Sims, I think this is good for what it is. You know, I think its point gets across pretty nicely with this. I think you can tell what it is. The Christmas tree. I wish I could put a star on there though, but that's fine, I guess. All right, I can't believe this is the final build, the final hurrah of it all. I don't think it's going to be the last video, however, of the series per se. I think I want to do one more, but kind of just to do a bit of a review of the past builds. You know, just kind of do a review of all 14. I mean all 12. I don't know why I said 14. Kind of just to do a review of like all 12 and, you know, kind of just go over like what I would do different, because I was kind of looking at the turkey one next door and I was like, after I had finished recording and I was taking a picture of the thumbnail, I noticed a couple of things that I've actually be like, you know what, it would have been better if I did it this way or that way. And I've done that. That's happened with a couple of the other builds as well. And so I would kind of like to just go back and kind of just do a little review of each one, you know, like I would have done this different, whatever. But anyway, here, like I said, here's our Christmas tree shaped house. Let me know what you think. I thought about like changing the weather to make it snow, but I think it would cover all the roofing and it would just look white. I think I don't think it will look as good. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it and like. Yeah, it's kind of covering it. You could see some green poking through, but yeah, it is covering it a bit, so it is turning it white. But it does look pretty. Oh, it's turning my lights white. I just noticed that. Well, anyway, I'm gonna call it a video here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave me a like. Please leave me a comment. Please subscribe if you want to. I would really appreciate it. Have yourself a happy little holiday season. If you don't celebrate anything, have yourself a good winter season anyway. Stay safe out there, enjoy yourselves, and hopefully see you next time. Alright, see you guys later. Goodbye.